welcome back to my channel. Today I created a everyday fall makeup look, obviously with a bold look. I will mention in the video that you can tone it down and do whatever lip shade you want. This eyeshadow really goes with any lip combination. I think it's perfect, you know, for wearing every day, school, whatever. Obviously I did add lashes to make mine a little more glam, but you can, you know, personalize it and make it your truly. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, please keep on watching. But before you do, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and click the little bell so you're notified every time I upload. So let's get started. So like I said in my intro, we're doing more fall makeup looks, and I will be using this palette because since my channel is small and I know most of the people that watch it are from either Welton or Yuma, so I know most of you have this palette, and I think it's amazing because, like I said before, there's a lot of new palettes coming out, and there's some look a lot alike, some are totally different, you know, but it's not like you could do it. You can use this one for so many looks, and I think why waste on, you know, buying so many? Like maybe in the future, like, you know, you can, if you can afford it, or if you like experimenting with different, you know, eyeshadow palettes, I think that's a great idea. But this is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I know that a lot of you may have this. If not, it's something you want to purchase. And I think that you can create so many makeup looks with this palette, and I think it's just amazing that, you know, it's affordable, it's good quality, and you just can do so much with it. So I feel like I want to do more looks. I do have a lot already, but I want to do looks that you guys can create at home, you know, and don't have to like have different palettes or anything like that. A lot of you were requesting like wearable fall makeup. So this means like it's more like every day. You could even wear it to school if you wanted to be a little extra. If you want to go out, it's just something a little bit more simple. It's honestly, I think, about 3 shades that I use only to achieve this beautiful fall look that kind of just enhance your natural, you know, eye color. It's just very warm, very pretty. So as always, actually let me start with, I'm going to take a small detailed brush like this, and I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here, this one right here, and I'm only going to use a little bit of this to highlight my brow bone. This is very pigmented. So you guys can see I don't even have to wet these because they are truly beautiful. Into our first transition shade, which is going to be kind of our overall lid color, which is going to be this shade right here. Actually, no, that's not it. It's going to be the one right next to it. This one right here. And they do have the names in the back, but I find them kind of confusing, so I'm just showing you guys instead. So this is going to be our transition shade. As always, I like to go in with my transition shade first. I've been seeing a lot of people that do like their lid first, then the dark color, and then they use their transition shade to blend everything out. And you know, you try new techniques, you can try that, but this is what works for me. But there's always room to, you know, experiment and see what is easier for you. So this color is going to be kind of literally all over the lid. You don't have to be too neat with it, you know, because it's just kind of an overall light, messy eyeshadow look. Alrighty, so that is kind of it. Now we're going to go on to our lid shade, which I totally love, and I've used this so many times. This yellow right here, and I'm going to take this on a kind of flat fluffy brush. It looks like this, and we're just going to take that all over the lid. And just so you guys know, this is a all matte eyeshadow minus the what is it called, the brow shade. But overall, these are all mattes, because I feel like sometimes with shimmer, it does make it a little bit more glam, which is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but for an everyday, I want kind of just a matte look. So I pat this out first, and then don't worry, we will blend it out, but I like to pack this color on first, make sure it's as pigment and packed on there. This is why I like this brush, because it's flat, but yet the edges are fluffy. So once you actually place your color, you can go ahead and kind of blend it out with the same brush because it's not fully flat. And this brush, I actually got it when I went to my beauty classes in Phoenix, and they showed us how to use, you know, specifically these type of brushes and things like that, and it's really cool. They really do come in handy. Have it packed on like that. We're gonna go ahead and take a smaller detailed brush. I'm gonna go ahead and find it and take this shade right here with a smidge of this one right here, just a little, just like boom, almost nothing, just to give it a little bit more definition on the outside. And like I said, just pat it in first and kind of try to keep this on the outside. This is just to give it a little bit more dimension. And once you feel like you've got enough, like you got just a little on your brush, you can go ahead and blend it in here. Like that. That is literally all we're going to do for the eyes. Like I said, very simple, but yet very fall with this yellow. And don't be afraid if you're morenita or whatever, you feel like, oh, it's yellow, it's not going to look good. It will, because it's what's trending right now. And if you're going to be a little out of your comfort zone, I would start with matte shades like this, and then you can slowly go up to shimmers or even anything bolder. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to complexion, and then I'll come up to finish the eyes later. I feel like what's gonna like make this look like totally you know, fall is going to be the lipstick I'm going to be using, because that's why the eyes are a little bit, you know, simple, so that way the lips can be like the center of attention, but yet, you know, you can alternate it. If you wanted your eyes to be a little bit darker, you could do that, and then with like a lighter lipstick. But let's go ahead and move on to foundation. I'll be using the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade Sand Beige. Since it's a little dark for me, I'm going to mix just a drop of the L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Golden Beige with a little bit of my Milani drops as well. You guys know I've been loving doing that. Let me go ahead and wet this. I'll be right back. So on the back of my hand, I'm just going to take 2 of these drops, one of this one, just a little, and then my drops. My arm is kind of sore. I actually went to the doctor yesterday and they gave me the, what is it called? The flu shot. I hate shots, so this was not fun. And it made my arm really, really sore. So, it's gonna be a little dark, but we can make it work. I really like this foundation, and since I've gotten different foundations, that's like my weakness. I try different foundations all the time, but sometimes I forget to go back to the ones that I really like. For example, this one, and it's a drugstore and it's affordable. And honestly, I like this because it really is full coverage. It stays on all day, and they have really good shade range as well. And Milani honestly is a pretty good brand. I think I'm between Maybelline and Milani, like being my favorite, you know, drugstore brands. I like NYX, but it's more like the high-end drugstore, however you want to call it, a little bit more expensive. But I think this foundation would look really good. One thing I do notice, like, it looks shiny, like oily when you first apply it, but then once I put powder, it goes down to like a matte finish, but it's not like super drying, especially for dry skin. Like I've always said, if your neck is exposed, try to bring it down as much as possible so it all matches. Look how pretty, oh, my hair's falling apart. How pretty this foundation is. Pretty, just like that. And now for concealer, I'll be taking the CoverGirl All Last concealer in the shade 830 Light Medium. I personally really like this concealer because of the undertone. It's more like a peach, and it really helps like to cancel out my dark circles. and it's buildable because I can use this like on my natural days, but I can also use it on the days that I want to like go more full coverage. I just add a little bit more than usual. To set the face for my under eyes, you guys know I take my NYX HD finishing powder in the banana shade. I'm going to take this on a brush today, if I can find it. Oh, a small brush like this. Because when I use a sponge, it gives me more of a full coverage matte look. And today, since like it's an everyday, I don't always go like very heavy under my eyes. So with the brush, I feel like I get just a small amount, not like too precise like when I go with my sponge, like if I wanted to lock it in. And for the rest of the face, I'll take, if you can barely see it, but this is the Rimmel transparent press-in powder. And I'm going to take this on a big fluffy brush as well. And this doesn't have a tint, it's transparent, so it's just going to set everything. So take it down your neck if you put any cream or anything there so it doesn't transfer. Go very nicely. It's all coming together. And now what are we doing next? We're gonna do bronze up with the Hoola butter, or I was gonna say butter bronzer, I love that one. The Benefit Hoola bronzer. Bronzer just kind of like brings everything together, you know, it brings color back into my pale face. Well, I'm not very pale, but from the foundation, you know. Take it across my nose so everything kind of blends in. Why is my hair falling apart? Just very lightly everything. There we go. And then for blush, I'll be taking the Precious Mineral. I don't know what this is. I think it's just Natural Glow, the shade. This is very pigment, so I take a little and then I make sure it's gone because this is pigment. Ooh, pretty. And it does have a little shimmer to it, so I like that about this. Ooh, it looks so pretty with the eye look. Then we're gonna go ahead and set our face with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'm gonna put on my highlighter and then I'll be back to put on my falsies and we can finish up the lip. I'll be taking the Glow palette and I think I'll be mixing this shade with this one with a little bit of pink. I don't know, I just want to mix all of them maybe, but we'll see. These are very pretty. Little pink, little beauties. Ooh, that's very white. Let me put a little bit of this gold. Oh. Ooh, this is very pigment. I haven't used this in a while. Forgot how pigment they were. Lashes, and I'll be right back. So lashes on, as you can see, the lashes make this look obviously way more dramatic and maybe not as wearable, but this is what I would kind of do to be a little extra glam. But if you just wanted to wear like regular mascara, it would look amazing as well. So my favorite part, I'm so excited. This is the Smashbox, I think it's called Misconduct lipstick, and if you've tried this formula, it's amazing. It stays on all day and it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, but they're very pigment cautious. Just be cautious, this is a very bold like lipstick, so if you're not into this, you could, like I said, tone it down with the nude or any color that you're more comfortable with. But I really like, let me outline my lips first. I really like how this shade looks like for winter. I really like very dramatic lipsticks. Like, I think they're amazing, and I love fall because you can wear very vampy, even dark brown. And now the lipstick. Oh, so pretty. So I know I haven't done this in a while and I kind of miss it. I haven't done the quote of the day. I don't have a quote for today, but I do want to leave you guys with a message. This is October, which is, if you guys are familiar, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you know, for all the survivors, for all the fighters, for all the ones that have not beat it, but you know, families are still fighting it. And I just want you guys to stay positive. I want you guys to stay motivated, you know, do something for your community. And if you guys have somebody in your family that is struggling, you know, keep fighting, stay strong for them. And I think that's the best we can do, you know, smile and tell them it's gonna be okay. So I hope you guys like this video. Give this video a big thumbs up for me, please. And make sure you subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.